Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. This week we're in Boston, Massachusetts. We are interviewing a number of companies in the area in our effort to provide you with the latest news on companies in the tech and the communication space. On our program at the moment is Jeff Whitney. He is the VP of Worldwide Marketing at OutStart. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rich.
So start at the top. Tell us about your company, please.
So OutStart is a knowledge company. The idea is to allow people to be able to get the knowledge that they need to be able to perform their jobs efficiently and effectively. And in order to do that, you need to learn in a whole bunch of different ways. You can have formal learning. You can have learn socially from each other. You can also, now that everybody has those tablets or smartphones, you want to be able to leverage those to be able to extend the knowledge transfer and the knowledge connection through those mobile devices. So what OutStart is basically a software company, and we have software technology, a lot of it SaaS-based, that allows you to be able to develop. It's a learning content management system that allows you to develop, manage, maintain and deliver personalized learning content in different modalities, whether it's for classroom or e-learning or for modular learning, and also personalized based on how much you know, or based on your role, or based on what you want to know. The new way. I'll tell you what I want to know. We also have social learning so that people can collaborate and socialize, because that's how most of learning has always occurred. Since the beginning of time, we didn't have classrooms, but we had learning, right? We have mobile learning, so that as we said, so that you can get training, you get reinforcement training, you can job aids, you can get checklists, you can get little sound bites from your executives, whatever is necessary to be able to connect you to the knowledge you need to get your job done better. And then we have a learning management system, a new age learning management system that's much more easy to use and leverages the social world in the social interface in ways that makes learners actually want to engage that system, rather than kind of the old school where it takes you about 7 or 8 clicks to be able to get down to the knowledge that you need.
And what markets are your typical customers in?
So it's primarily commercial from small, medium, and large, as well as government agencies.
So when you say commercial, that means companies in manufacturing, distributing, financial, insurance?
Yeah, it's across the board. When you're talking about learning is very similar across industries. So literally, at our customer advisory board, I've sat down at the table where people from high tech, people from insurance industry, people from the quick restaurant business, people from finance, and people from manufacturing have all sat down, and 99% of what they talk about is similar from a standpoint of how do you help people learn, how do you create learning, how do you socialize around learning, what are the mobile issues around learring.
Now, quick restaurant, is that like a Chipotle? Is that what a quick restaurant is?
A quick service restaurant would be like a McDonald's, a Yum Brands, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, things of that nature.
Now, if I'm watching this video right now, how would I know if I'm a good candidate to be helped by your solutions?
Do your people need to learn? Ask yourself at the end of the day, do you believe that your employees, that your staff, that your customers, that your partners have the knowledge that they need to be able to perform their jobs effectively and efficiently? And what other knowledge would you like them to have? And then what are the different ways that you're effectively transferring that knowledge to them, and where are the gaps? There are almost always gaps, because there's so much knowledge. It's always a challenge to be able to get that knowledge to the folks that you want it to get to.
Well, I would imagine there's a high level of consistency too, right? That everyone knows the same thing because they've all been trained on the same system.
Consistent knowledge is critical. When you have some knowledge that's locked and loaded, you say, okay, this is this product and here are the product features. You want that to be consistent. Out in the marketplace, though, when you say what are the market dynamics, how are we selling to competitor, what are competitor issues, what are customer issues, those things are always changing. So that knowledge is always changing. Everybody always has a different perspective on it. So, for example, that's a great way to socialize, where you start talking about a subject, talking about a customer area. Here we have customers in the manufacturing area, and they're experiencing these kind of pains and challenges right now. How do we address those? That's all about collaboration and sharing of knowledge. Pushing the very concise knowledge would be, okay, we have a product that's going to be consistent for the next year. Now we want that to be consistent.
What sorts of trends have you seen in the market?
Well, we're seeing, definitely the trends in the learning area. We're seeing the trend, the baseline learning management systems. People are moving to having a learning management system that's more SaaS-based, because just makes it more affordable and more flexible. But more importantly, it's all about the user interface. People are tired of having the old style interface where, and I mentioned this before, where it requires 7 clicks to be able to get to some sort of knowledge. They're used to the new social environment with LinkedIn or Google or Facebook, where things are just all intuitive. And they're saying, we want that for our business environments too. So learning management systems that are doing it this way, having new interface, are really becoming much more popular. We're seeing movement to more personalized learning, whereas the one-size-fits-all, that you're seeing personalized learning going to people based on what they know, based on their role, or based on what they specifically want to learn. And we're seeing more social learning, where people are collaborating. It's not a few experts pushing knowledge out to everybody. It's everybody within an organization or within a community sharing knowledge amongst themselves. And of course, with everybody having the tablets or smartphones, it's about extending that formal learning, the social learning, out to the folks through those mobile devices, so they can have that knowledge at the moment of need.
And going forward, your company's goal is going to be to capitalize on those trends?
To capitalize on those trends, to continue to enhance our products, to make sure, so we have from the formal, from being able to allow people to develop and manage and deliver formal learning, support the social learning, support mobile learning. So we've got the continuums. So it's how do we continue to enhance those solutions, as well as expanding our, our reach out to the customers.
Excellent. Thanks so much for being on the program.
Thanks, Rich.